Hey guys, what's up? Channel update. So, first of all, I'm recording this on Monday. You guys are seeing this on Thursday, and the reason that you guys are seeing this late is because I wanted to give Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon room to breathe. Alright, I didn't want to just upload channel update and then Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon like immediately after. I wanted to give the game some time to, breathe. Of course, right now I haven't played the game, so I don't know whether it's good or not. I assume it's pretty awesome because all the trailers for it look awesome. But yeah, I just want to mention a couple things. It's actually an important, well, not really. It's not really an important week at all, or really a month, I should say. But I do want to mention a couple important things that don't have anything really to do with the channel. They're just good things to know about me, about how it's going to benefit me getting content to you guys. But yeah, I just want to start off by saying this. I really think it's just a drought that we're in right now because, I mean, we started off the year like every single week, like release after release after release after release, and there was just games constantly every single week, and games that people were looking forward to. Now, whether or not those games actually fulfilled on those promises, or up to the players, of course, but still, and it's like, oh, constant AAA release, and then all of a sudden just stopped. And it's like nothing. There has just been nothing out at all. Ever since the release of BioShock Infinite, it has been dry. I feel like I'm in a desert here. It's just awful. It's been nothing but dry. It's been awful. There's just no content to put out. All right. There's no games to play. There's no excitement. Hey, I'm gonna go to GameStop and get this game because there's nothing out at all. And that is just, it's frustrating. I gotta write this down or else I'm gonna forget. Hold on. There we go. I have a list here so I can purposely not waste time to you guys about what I'm talking about. So, just letting you know. But yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. There's just been nothing, alright? But I apologize for the lack of content. It's hard to make things interesting because at a time when there's no content, more or less, you have to think to yourself, alright, what can I put out that's original yet old? Alright? And my answer to that was the Splinter Cell Conviction Co-op series, which I'm going to talk about later, alright? But let's talk about the game releases this month, since it is May. Not really for me, but for you watching this, it's May. That being said, first off, we have Metro Last Light. Now, this is a game from THQ. I believe it's the last game from THQ, and it's kept getting delayed for like quite some time. It was supposed to come out like last year. This is the sequel to Metro 2033, which was, I actually have it on my PC and I played it. It's just not my type of game. It's a post-apocalyptic game. I guess there's this Russian guy who wrote this novel, and it's like really famous. It's called Metro 2033, and they made a game out of it. And the gameplay is just it's just not my style, right? The gameplay is very stiff. It's not really that refined. The first one I'm talking about now, Metro Last Light. All the trailers and everything, they look great. Like the graphics for Metro Last Light are incredible. It looks just mind-blowing. Alright, and then the gameplay too looks really refined. So, but I'm still going to skip out on it. I'm still going to wait. I want to see how reviews do first off, and then later I also want to have a chance to see if I can beat Metro 2033 before the game comes out. If for whatever reason I decide to go on a raging rampant on Metro 2033 and I just beat the game and I just love it completely, I do like a complete 180 and I actually just love the game, then I'll definitely be getting Last Light then. But I can't see myself that happening to myself. What's more or less going to happen is come this July, since there's nothing out in July, I'm probably going to have plenty of time to play some games that I missed this year, like the new Army of Two. I don't care about God of War, and I really don't care about Gears of War. Devil May Cry, I didn't play the reboot of that. Metal Gear Solid Rising. The hell with Dead Island Riptide. And then Metro Last Light, probably. So that's looking what I'm going to be doing. because by then the games will be marked down at least $20 off. So we'll see. After that, we have Resident Evil Revelations. All right, now this is an HD remake. It was a 3DS exclusive. It's coming to consoles now. I've seen some gameplay. It looks like traditional Resident Evil. The thing is, I got into the series with Resident Evil 5. I thought it was an okay game. I still haven't beat it, right? I own the game. I still haven't beat it. Excuse me. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to get the game, all right? Probably not at all. Resident Evil 6 was god-awful, right? But Resident Evil Revelations looks like classic Resident Evil. So that's great for you guys who are excited for it. I'm happy. For those of you guys who didn't play it on the 3DS, for me personally, I could care less. It's Resident Evil, you know? I'm not into the series. I don't really care about survival horror that much. It's not my genre, right? Now, don't get me wrong. There are a couple of survival horror games that, you know, are really good. For example, Dead Space. Not Dead Space 3, alright, because Dead Space 3 was frustrating. But Dead Space 2 and the original Dead Space were both really good games. And yes, they were scary and they kept me on the edge of my seat, but they had a story that was really powerful. So, for Resident Evil Revelations, you know, for all the Resident Evil games, it's more about the survival horror gameplay than the story, than the graphics, than the epic action experience, alright? It's not about the experience, it's about trying to survive. It's about getting that cool survival horror element into the game. So, I could care less for that. Then we have a DLC, a digital game that's releasing for PSN and Xbox Live for $15. Just announced, literally this month, just announced. I don't think it was just announced this month, but just like announced as having it come out the same day as Resident Evil Revelations, it's Call of Juarez Gunslinger, alright? Now, the last Call of Juarez game I played, it was called The Cartel. And I actually did some videos on it. I did some multiplayer videos. They got tremendous views. I actually liked the multiplayer for the game. I thought it was fun, even though the quality of the game wasn't that great at all. So, we'll see. You know, I thought the last Call of Juarez game was decent. It was the first game I played, and I actually liked the multiplayer. I had fun in it, and it got a lot of views for me. So Call of Juarez Gunslinger is going back to the Western style of the game, and I hate the whole Western style. It's one of the reasons I didn't really enjoy Red Dead Redemption. It's just because of the whole era where the game takes place. I hate the Western style. I think it's disgusting the way people used to live back then, and it's just, the whole time era just doesn't appeal to me. That being said, the game's $15, so I'm thinking I may give this one a shot. I don't know. I have like 2,000 Microsoft points. I may just hurry up and just use that balance and get the game over on Xbox Live, but we'll see, alright? So maybe, maybe not. After that, we have two releases. Grid 2, which is a highly anticipated racing game. Now, the original Grid came out in 2008. It's been 5 years since the original Grid. And they're coming back with Grid 2. And to my understanding, it's not anything like the first Grid. Like, for some reason, the developers thought it was okay to remove the cockpit view, which doesn't make sense. Why would you? It's like it's like if Microsoft put out a Forza game, right? Forza 4, and in Forza 5, they're like, hey, get rid of the cockpit view. No one uses it, so they got rid of the whole cockpit view. It's weird to me. It just ruins the experience. Like, these days, all racing games, I don't care what type of game it is, all racing games should have an in-game cockpit view. But Grid 2 doesn't, apparently. I've seen a lot of people commenting, like, oh, the cockpit view, it doesn't have a cockpit view, the game's gonna suck, whatever. Alright, I'm still getting the game. I have it pre-ordered. I'm interested first of all, I want to play a racing game. Alright, it's been a while. The last racing game was Forza Horizon, and that was an excellent racing game, one of my favorite. It was definitely one of the best racing games I've ever played. It was just amazing. It took me by complete surprise, too. So Grid 2, we're going to see how it is. I'm interested in playing it. I can't wait. I just want a racing game to play. That same day, we have Fuse. Alright, now Fuse is a new game from Insomniac Games. They developed the Resistance series, which I didn't care for. But their new game is Fuse. It's a tactical 4-player co-op third-person shooter. And it's fun. First of all, this game was This game was actually announced in 2010, I think, or it might have been 2011. I think it was 2011, called Overstrike. No one heard about the game for 2 years. All of a sudden they come out, hey, it's called Fuse now. It's coming out on May 28th. It's going to be good, man. Check it out. So I don't understand why they did that. Because the first trailer for the game looked incredible, and the game kind of looks like it's a third-person shooter, and that's it. I mean, it lost all its originality, so whatever. The whole point is, am I going to get it? It all depends, because I'm actually negotiating with Sun Twisted and Goat the Great at the moment. But depending on how they do financially, whether they think they can get the game or not, whether they want to get the game or not, will depend on whether I get the game or not, you know? I'll get the game on release day, and I'll play it with them. We'll play some co-op, you know? And I think that'll be fun because, first of all, I want to play a game with them. It's been like a long time. The last game that I played with Sun Twisted and Goat the Great was Bad Company 2. And that game was awesome, all right? When you play with friends, that was like one of the few games where I actually felt like playing with friends was a necessity. And with Fuse, I'm just looking for an opportunity to get back into the game, into gaming with them. And I think this is a great opportunity. Like I said, whether or not they're going to get it is up to them. But hopefully everything works out. If it does, then I'll be playing with them. You'll see footage on that. If it doesn't, I'll get the game in July when the game's like $40 or whatever, all right? That's it for game releases. That's it for May, all right? Pretty much it. All right, so let me talk about a few things. Today, Monday, it's really Thursday for you guys, but today, Ubisoft released a new trailer for Watch Dogs, all right? And no, this is not a news vlog, but I'm just going to be going through this really quickly. They released a new trailer for Watch Dogs, all right? And the game looks awesome. This trailer is addicting, too. It's a really good trailer. You should definitely check it out. I watched it like 4 or 5 times already today. It's a really good trailer. And we finally got a release date. It's coming out November 19th for PC and current-gen consoles. Current-gen consoles, all right? November 19th. Now, Ubisoft has already come out and said, hey, when a PS4 launches, so will Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs will be a PS4 launch title, all right? And I'm assuming it's going to be an Xbox, and first of all, I call it the Next Box, all right? And I'll talk about it later. I assume it's going to be called the Next Box. It's going to be a Next Box release title as well, all right? Because I can't imagine. First of all, I think we're going to expect the PS4. I think I'm expecting a late October release, all right? I'm kind of feeling like a late October release, if not way super early November, all right? No later than mid-November. I cannot imagine it no later than mid-November. We'll see. We will see. It all depends whether or not Watch Dogs will release on next-gen consoles before the current generation platforms. If it does, that's fantastic. More leeway to me. I'm getting the PlayStation 4 on launch. I'm getting Watch Dogs on launch. I'm getting Killzone Shadowfall on launch. I'm getting Drive Club on launch. And the problem is that Mark Cerny, the system architect, has come out and said the PlayStation 4 will have the best launch lineup in PlayStation history. Which I'm happy for, but at the same time, when there's like 7 games you want, I mean, I don't want to be spending $1,000 all in one day. I mean, that's gonna be, it's gonna kill me. All right, but regardless, those 3 games are definitely day 1 purchases along with the PS4. All right, I was gonna get Watch Dogs on PC. In fact, I actually went to GameStop today and I pre-ordered Watch Dogs on PC. Why? Because I got this awesome poster. By the way, go to my Twitter account. There's a link in the description where you can actually see a picture of the poster. I got this awesome poster. I hung it up on my wall. This thing's huge. I actually had to go and get a frame for it. 24 by 36 frame. It's a huge poster. And I think it's funny because I have the big Watch Dogs poster there, and then right next to it I have Grand Theft Auto 5. So it's like, which one will win? You know, first of all, it's an unfair comparison, all right? You can't compare a next-gen game to a current-gen game. It's just not fair. It's running on different technologies. They are built for different reasons. Now, if you were to come out and say, oh, look, This is Grand Theft Auto 5. If Grand Theft Auto 5 was an actual game being developed for the next-gen consoles, which a lot of you guys speculate it is, I don't think it is. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to stay on current-gen consoles. I really do believe that. And I think it's going to be coming out late this year, alright? Late 2013 for PC. I think they're going to announce it sometime after. Or actually, it may not even be on PC. Because if you remember, Red Dead Redemption didn't get a PC release. And then they did it for LA Noire. It was made by completely different people. But Red Dead Redemption didn't get a PC release. It upset a lot of people. So, I don't know. I really just don't know. I can't imagine the game coming to next-gen consoles at all. There's a slight possibility that it may come to PC. I think, at least. But November 19th in the US. And first of all, the European trailer, for some guys, for some reason, the people in Europe, you guys get a collector's edition. Why do you get a collector's edition when the game takes place here? It makes no sense to me. They get 4 different editions of the game. You guys get a special limited edition, which is your standard edition of the game. You get like exclusive content. You guys get a Uplay exclusive version with exclusive content and a steelbook case. You guys get a Vigilante version, which comes with a replica hat and mask that Aiden Pierce wears in the game, along with bonus DLC missions and the in-game soundtrack. And you guys get the DedSec edition, which is a really super epic edition. It comes in the big box. There's a 22, 23 centimeter statue. I think it equates to about a 10-inch statue. So you get this awesome statue of Aiden Pierce posing. You get the soundtrack, you get all this DLC, you get an exclusive steelbook case, you get all this cool stuff. And I don't know why you guys get all these special collector's editions when the game takes place here and we don't get anything. I mean, Far Cry 3 had a collector's edition for Europe only. And I'm worried right now that Ubisoft is going to say, hey, we'll just give the collector's edition to the European nations. The hell with America. Because I want those collector's editions. I mean, I don't want to import the game. I don't want to do that because then it's going to take a while. So, it all depends. It really does. I just hope that we get a collector's edition. I hope we get all of them, too. I hope we get all the ones that you guys get. But they didn't announce it for the US, so we're probably just going to have one collector's edition. If it is, I hope we get the DedSec edition, because I would pay like $150 for that. That edition looks incredible. So, more information about the Splinter Cell Conviction co-op series. I know this video is kind of going long, but this is kind of important. You all saw, I think it was Saturday night. You also saw Saturday night that I uploaded, really Sunday morning, that I uploaded the Splinter Cell Conviction co-op. I called it Preparing for Splinter Cell Blacklist with the random videos. Basically, I jumped into Splinter Cell Conviction co-op with Dylan, the random videos. And we played co-op together, and we did a full co-op playthrough. And to my surprise, within 6 hours of me uploading that video, I got 120 views. Which, it just boggled my mind. I was like, what? You know, I was surprised, too, because that's an old game, but... And I thought it would be interesting to upload because I know a lot of you guys don't have Xbox 360s, and it's an Xbox 360 exclusive, Splinter Cell Conviction. I'm actually surprised that Blacklist isn't as well. More power to you, I guess. But I did a playthrough with Splinter Cell, with the random videos in Splinter Cell Conviction, a full co-op playthrough. And first of all, the reason why you haven't seen any more footage is because of a couple reasons. First of all, I was going to the other house. Keep in mind, we had like all this week. I spent time recording, and then I had to edit it, and then I had to upload it, which takes a long time at the other house. At the other house, I have like the worst connection in the history of like ever. All right, it's a tortoise is faster than my connection. All right, but the good thing is I have more information on that later. I got better internet. But I moved like 14 gigs of videos over to here when I came to this house, and I had to move like 3 gigabytes of audio files, and I forgot one audio file, which was the audio file for part 2 and part 3. So I'm not going to upload, part 1, part 4, part 5, part 6, part 7. I'm not going to do that. The good news is I'm having my mom transfer the file over to another flash drive where I'm going to be seeing her tomorrow because Wednesday's her birthday. So she's going to give me the flash drive, and I'll be able to transfer the audio file onto this computer, resulting in me allowing to upload part 2 and continue the playthrough of Splinter Cell Conviction. All right. Now we didn't finish it. We got to the very last level, and Dylan said, "You know what, man? I have to go to bed. I have class tomorrow." I said, "Perfectly fine. I understand it. We'll play in 2 weeks when I go back to the other house." So we got to the last level, but I have footage all saved up. All I have to do is edit it and put the audio files and make sure it's synced, and then just upload it. So what I'm basically going to be doing is starting Friday, I'm going to upload part 2, alright? Then Saturday, I'll upload part 3 and 4. Sunday, part 4 and 5. Monday, 6, 7. Tuesday, I'll just do 2 videos a day for it. I think that'll be good, because that way I'll be able to spread it out during the week. It'll keep a lot of you guys interested, and it's a really good playthrough, by the way. It'll keep a lot of you guys interested, and that way I'll be able to spread it out during the week so that when I get back to recording it, it won't be like, oh, there was this long hiatus between the time where I stopped uploading and the time where I had recorded and upload footage again, alright? So new internet. I mentioned I got new internet. First of all, I used to have like the best internet over at the Xbox house. It was like 36 and like 5, alright? Or I think it was even 7. It was like amazing, alright? The connection I have here at the PS3 house is about 35 and 6. So it's a really good connection here. But my stepdad was trying to change service providers. Well, first of all, the problem with the internet is that it kept cutting out and cutting in again. It would just, every like couple hours, it would like just cut out and constantly try to reconnect, disconnect. And we had guys come out and try to fix it. I don't know what the problem is at all. That's the response we got. So my dad said, all right, or my stepdad said, screw it. Just take down, just quit our package. We're gonna switch service providers anyway. So we canceled the package and got the lowest package available, which is a speed of 0.4 and 0.2. 0.4 and 0.2 download speed and upload speed. I had to use a Wi-Fi connection when I was playing Splinter Cell Conviction with Dylan. I had to use a Wi-Fi connection to be able to play games. And even then, that caused a lot of problems because his connection isn't that good. My Wi-Fi connection is inconsistent. Sure, it's my next door neighbor, but you know how Wi-Fi is. It's inconsistent. So there are a couple parts in the game where we kept getting disconnected, and our consoles froze, and the frame rate dropped. It was all caused by lag. All right. Good news is I got new internet. All right, the new internet is 20. It's from what I've been told, or I haven't been able to experience this myself. From what I've been told, it's 20 megabits per download. A download speed. I don't know what the upload is. I don't. I'm gonna see, but 20 megabit download speed is perfectly fine to play games on. I had 20 megabits before I got the boost package here at the PS3 house. I'm hoping that the upload speed is no less than 3. If it's no less than 3, I'm fine. I'm not going to complain ever again. All right. If it's less than 3, but at least 1, okay, we'll make it work. All right. But I just want to let you guys know. Now, finally, I just want to detail this. Finally, for those of you guys who've been living under a rock or just don't ever pay attention to Xbox news, Xbox is having their next generation reveal on May 21st. It's a 10 a.m. stream, which a lot of people are kind of pissed about because a lot of people are in school at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I mean, you're at school. You can't do anything about it. Good news is, I'm in college. May 21st is a Tuesday, and I only have one class that goes until 9:15. What does that mean? It means I get to go home and I get to watch this Xbox event live as it's happening. So we'll find out whether the next box, I call it the next box because it's kind of like a combination between the Netflix, it's kind of cable box and Xbox. It's weird, you know, because Xbox is all about, hey, your Xbox can play TVs, you can listen to stream music, you can listen to photos, you can Bing stuff, you can even use Internet Explorer. And, you know, whatever, that all the extra crap just doesn't I don't care about it. All right, but May 21st is their next generation reveal, which I'm super excited about. I just want to know. I just want to hear him go up on stage and be like, "Some of you may have heard about the recent rumors that the next Xbox will be always online," and that's true. No, I'm just kidding, but we'll see. If it is true, I want to see the crowd's reaction. Because I'm just imagining right now people throwing sodas and all this crap at the people upstage talking about the next box because of the always online deal. That's going to be so hilarious. Well, we'll see what happens. Personally, I don't think Microsoft's that stupid. Alright? I think they're pretty stupid, but I don't think they're that stupid. Alright? I don't know. I just imagining. I think it's gonna be pretty hilarious if that does happen. I think a lot of people in the comments are gonna say, "I'm not getting the next box." Or I'm calling the next box is cool. All right, it's cool. It's not called the 720. That sounds gay. Everyone uses that. All right, I'm sorry, but the Xbox 720. I don't like using that. All right, I think it's stupid. All right. Xbox, the next box. That's what I call it, the next box. Right, I'm done talking about that. But that's it. All right, that is it. I'm gonna be watching the May event. I'm gonna be doing my, just like the PlayStation event, I'm gonna be doing my thoughts after. Right, so keep an eye out for that shortly after the press conference ends, which I'm guessing is gonna be about 2 hours. That was about the length of the PS4 press conference. And we'll see whether or not they're going to reveal the console, because PlayStation didn't reveal the console. They didn't even have the console ready, they said. And we'll see whether Xbox finally has a console. I think we're going to see the new console. They waited so long. I think they're doing it way too late, to be honest. I mean, 2 weeks later is E3. You're kind of really late. So we'll see. Xbox may have something amazing up their sleeves. They may just surprise the hell out of everyone, and it may make the PlayStation 4 look like crap. It's a possibility, but we'll find out for sure May 21st. Alright. Next, alright, the last thing. I know it says 30 minutes, I'm so sorry. For those of you guys who've been watching this far, thank you, but I just want to mention this really quick. I'm trying to get into E3 2013 this year. I'm trying. Alright? I've been trying for months now. I started planning this in February. Alright? I had multiple plans. I sent Machinima an email. I said, "Is there any way you can get me in?" They're like, "We'll take your name down. We'll see what we can do." We don't know. Alright? Very low chance I'll get in with Machinima. An opportunity came up. A business opportunity came up between my father, and he included me in it, and that kind of fell through the cracks. Plan C, which was our biggest chance, may have just fallen through the cracks. I don't like to use the same term every single time, but it may have just fallen through the cracks, which I'm frustrated about. Plan D, I haven't initiated yet, and I think it may be too late. I'm going to ask the advertising agency, the same people who gave me the Injustice copy for free. I'm thinking about asking them whether they can get me tickets in. I don't think they can. And I think it's way too late for me to be asking for stuff like that. That being said, I don't want to make a big deal about it now, all right? But I've been trying. I've been trying really hard, all right? I had multiple plans in place. I just don't know. I will have a final answer. I will have a final answer. I will have a final answer for you guys on the June channel update, which will be on June 1st. And follow me on Twitter, because then you'll find out the moment it happens. You'll find out, all right? That is it for the channel update. Thank you for watching this overly, superiorly long channel update. I'm sorry. I need to talk about a few stuff, and I need to get things off my chest. Go to my Twitter account if you want to see the Watch Dogs poster. It looks amazing. This is a GameStop pre-order poster. And it's pretty big, too. It's a pretty nice poster. I think it's the same guy who did the Assassin's Creed 3 box art. He did like a lot of box art. He's like a famous comic book artist. So that's it, guys. Sorry for the long vid, but I just want to get this out of the way. I want to talk to you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys for more Splinter Cell Conviction co-op and other games that seem to be coming. Thanks, guys. Bye.